Okay, folks, we are back live here. I'm going to continue into the next hour for another 20 minutes or so on COINTELPRO and to get into some facets we haven't covered. But here's Alexa.com, a service of Amazon. This is just one of the major rating services. It's the biggest. This is what the media most often refers to. In the last 7 days, look at Infowars.com in blue versus Rush Limbaugh in red and Glenn Beck in gold. Now, that's Infowars.com. That's Infowars.com in blue, up 46% growth in the last 3 months, a 7% growth in the last month, and we're even having a down week. We're down 7% in the last week. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, that's our growth curve compared to RushLimbaugh.com. In fact, add PrisonPlanet.com in there on the box. Let's put Prison Planet on the screen. It's bigger than Limbaugh and Beck most weeks. I don't know about this week. But InfoWars overall completely dominates and dwarfs them. Now, we are the #1 target of COINTELPRO. That's why they throw everything at us. They say I'm a reptoid. They say I'm a Jewish agent. They say I work for the Vatican when I'm a Protestant. They say I'm a murderer. They say I work for the Saudi Arabians. They say I work for the Brothmans. They say I'm a Scientologist. All complete and absolute fabricated lies. But they're so elaborate. And some people see it, and it's just meant to distract you from going out and reaching other people, waking other people up, and to make most of our activities about debating Alex Jones. Now, it's great for Alex Jones and overall visitors and web numbers, but it's not good for the overall movement. Did you get that PrisonPlanet.com entered in? There's PrisonPlanet.com in turquoise. PrisonPlanet.com, again, bigger than Rush Limbaugh, bigger than Glenn Beck. Now, I have the #1 and #2 alternative websites. InfoWars is rated 998 in the United States. 998. Show people Drudge Report now. They want to see something really big. Drudge is the biggest news site in the world. Let's see. Drudge will dwarf Limbaugh, myself, and everybody. But let's see how we're gaining. Put Drudge Report in there finally and see their U.S. and world rating. So that's why Drudge is now linked to us permanently. Look at Drudge. Now that is mega power. Look at InfoWars way down there and way below us, Rush Limbaugh and Glenn Beck. Now that is internet power right there. And what do you see on the Drudge Report every day now? World government is here. World government announced. Drudge isn't listening to the map makers of the mind, the people that set the narrative, set the paradigm, like this Sunstein, this Cass Sunstein at the White House, who says there is no global government, and if you say it, you should be arrested. He actually says that. Well, Drudge goes, okay, I'll go ahead and link to the head of the UN, the head of the EU, Gordon Brown, Al Gore, all of them calling for world government. Limbaugh won't do that yet. Beck is. So, I mean, it's taken all these years just to admit and to say, no, FBI, no, Sunstein, no. When Herman von Rompuy calls for global government and global taxes, I will report on it. I know I got to worry about you getting people hired in my office to commit crimes to send me to prison. I know I got to worry about these different government groups trying to get white supremacist nut jobs to kill me. But I will go on air and I will play the clip of the head of the EU. I don't care if you say it doesn't exist. I don't care if you say it isn't real. I don't care if you say I'm a kook. I know the truth. I know what's real. I know I'm good. I know I'm for real. I know I love this country. And I know the banks are robbing us, and I'm standing up against you and your tens of thousands of hired thugs. And the people are going to stand up with us, and you can feel it, and you better be scared. Because you can't stand up against somebody who's in the right that keeps on a-coming. And you know I'm going to keep on a-coming no matter what you do. You understand that, you little criminal, you slime bag, anti-American trash? I know callers have been patiently holding, and I'll start going to your calls at 20 after. I want to finish up on COINTELPRO. I know a lot of you called in before I got into COINTELPRO, but I'd like to get your take on what I've been covering. The White House head of information technology integrating with the cybersecurity czar, the former head quit saying it's a total takeover of free speech. He is calling in a Harvard/University of Chicago Law School report for banning all free speech in America. And he says that the government says sunlight's bad. Anyone that says it's good, arrested. He actually says that we are the complete arbiters. 2 + 2 = 5. You don't agree with this guy, jail time. And if he can't get you that way, he says go into these peaceful groups, call for violence to run off all the smart people. Hopefully we can set somebody up and get them some prison time. I mean, this is bold. This is chutzpah. This is mega, mega, mega bold. Oh, it's all been going on for decades. Much of it declassified, but to have them openly. Imagine if I came out and said, let's arrest anybody that doesn't agree with anything the government says. Let's arrest and ban and tax anybody that doesn't agree with us. Let's hire fake bloggers everywhere to put out lies about people. Let's infiltrate people's operations and political groups, and let's screw them up and ruin them. We're the government. We're the criminal. I mean, it's just so criminal. Just rabidly in your face. They're trying to make you capitulate. They're trying to break your back. But he says in the report, he says, we're scared. They're taking over. No one believes us. We've got to pose as conspiracy theorists to discredit everyone. We've got to put out ridiculous conspiracy theories and attack the real leadership, the real people. I'm the real thing. Do you have any discernment out there? Yes, most of you do. Who has fought for 14 years? When you talk to most people, who woke them up? When you talk to most people shattering the left-right paradigm, the left waking up to Obama, they will tell you, prisonplanet.com, Infowars.com, Obama deception. I have studied history. I know how to beat these people. I'm just average intelligence, but I've studied history, and I'm willing to take on tyranny, folks. Okay? Because it's not because I have courage. I have survival instinct. Survival instinct. I mean, I know there's a lot of people that when some mugger comes up to them with a knife or a gun and says, give me your money, they crap their pants and give it up. I can't control myself. I got attempted mugged a few times growing up in Dallas, and I just instantly acted like I was going to go along with them and then beat the living daylights out of them. I mean, I can't help it. When somebody tries to attack me, I go after them. And that's how men always were. 100 years ago, I'd just be an average person. Today, I'm some kind of freak. When some guy running the White House operation says arrest everybody that disagrees with anything the government says, I'm the bad man? No, people are waking up. They've gone too far. They're going, the White House says there's no global government, but Obama called for it? The White House says, don't worry, they don't want our guns. They've just introduced 15 bills that basically ban the Second Amendment. I mean, I got the bill right here. Why are you telling me it doesn't exist? It doesn't work anymore, you little spineless creature. It doesn't work anymore. We're not your property. We're not owned by you. You don't tell us what to think anymore. Your spell is broken. Your game of lies and fraud is over. Millions of people are awake. Millions more are awakening every month. And they're setting their jaw. They're baring their teeth. They're turning their souls on. The giant forges of liberty. The giant is energizing and rising. And there's a lot of us out here that don't care what you do to us in the end. All that matters is that you go down. All that matters is that you are defeated. And it's that spirit you're afraid of. You're afraid of that spirit, aren't you? The spirit of victory and freedom. Stopping you, the parasite.
This is Alex Jones, and I want